This tutorial will cover how to add a new club, add their courses, and the teas. To start out, you go into the administration menu, which is accessible by clicking the Easy Scramble icon logo in the top left corner. And then I'm going to select Add New Club. Here's the club information. I've put it over here. And I'm just going to type that in. Houston National Golf Club 6500 Houston Boulevard, Houston, Texas 77095. The contact person is Kelly Lawton. The phone number is 281-304-1400. I'll put extension 101. The email address is klawton@houstonnationalgolf.com, and I'm going to set a temporary password for them here. I will of course change this later since this will be visible, and we'll just make it Houston for the time being. So this is just going to be an example. So now I'm logged in to this account that I've just created, and I'm going to create the first tournament where it will be the test tournament, and I will add the course and some of their tees. So I'm going to create a new tournament, and this is going to be my practice. Well, practice scramble, there we go. We'll have a 4-man team. We'll start it tomorrow morning. Now this is the charity coordinator. We're going to make this Bob Smith, and he's the person who's going to tell us who the players are. He's the coordinator for this tournament. We're going to make up a phone number for him. This is just our test. And he is bob@charity.com. Okay, so now we have an empty tournament, and we're going to add an event. And there are no courses for this facility yet, so we're going to search, and we'll search Houston National. It doesn't exist, so let's create it. And the tees are not listed, and we're going to start out with, let's put the blue tees in. So the first hole, I like to go through all of the pars, and this is a 4, 5, 3, 4, 4, 5, 3, 4, 4, and the back nine is 4, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going through the handicaps, which are 5, 1, 17, 7, 9, 11, 15, 13, 3. And the back nine is 14, 8, 4, 10, 18, 12, 16, 2 and 6. And the yardage, let's see, we're going to do blue first, so 381, 560, 162, 420, 410, 540, 189, 389, 365, 368, 383, 596, 382, 169, 378, 184, 401, and 521. And we create those tees. Now I want to show you something right quick. I'm going to just back out of it and go right back in to add the event. And I want to show our course, which we already created. Now we didn't create the, we created these blue tees, but I wanted to point out that this tournament's going to be on the white, And the reason I'm doing this is I wanted to show you when you add a set of tees that don't already exist, it's going to pre-fill out all the rest of the information for you. So you only have to put the par and the handicap the first time, because those are the same regardless of which color tees you're doing. So when I come back in here and I do the white tees, all I have to do is add the white yardage. So 362, 528, 140, 392, 388, 508, 164, 349, 356, 339, 364, 542, 351, 146, 349, 160, 359, and 468. So we're going to go ahead and make this little scramble event. And we're going to add a flight to it. This is the time they're going to play. That's going to be 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. And the charity said they're going to have 25 teams. So we're going to create this flight. So we have 25 teams at 9 a.m. This tournament is completely built. So all we have to do now is make the spreadsheet, and this is for the charity person. Okay, so the Google Sheet has now been created automatically. It created this in your Google account. So they can click this icon right here, and that opens, this is the practice scramble that's happening tomorrow. The practice, every spreadsheet that's created is created with these practice teams so that the charity person knows the format of how to put in their information. So this is going to really be Bob Smith, and he's with Smith Insurance, and let's just blank these out for a moment. They can all be TBD. So Tom Wilson's going to have a team. He hasn't told us who they are yet. Dave Jackson, and this is let's call it Wilson Leather, and let's say this is Team Jackson. So the club doesn't fill this out, the charity does. I'm just gonna make up a phone number because it's going to want a phone number because can't send the text message without them. So the charity will do this part. They'll fill out all the teams, and you'll notice we specified 25 teams. So that has the requisite A and B squads going all the way down, which is going to be 100 people for 25 four-man teams. And back in the program, when that's been filled out, the club will just click Import Shooters. The import is complete, which I can now see if I go home and look at the scores. I have my teams. I could enter the scores manually, or I could send the score text out automatically. I can print the cart tags, and I can start the scores up on the so to start this tournament, we're actually ready to go live. We'll do one last import just to make sure the charity didn't make any last minute changes. Then we're going to send the score texts, which I'm not going to click because we don't need to send the text messages out, but that sends the text messages to the phone. And then you just click this link, full screen on the TV. And of course, this is going to be extremely large because we only put 3 teams in it. The scoreboard automatically sizes itself appropriately depending on the number of teams. So if you had 100 teams, everything would be small enough to just fit on exactly 100 teams.